Hi Diego, howdy YouTube.
Alright, bread and butter pudding is made traditionally in the United Kingdom. For this recipe you will need whole milk, heavy whipping cream, I think they call it double cream, bread, we like potato bread, some sugar, we prefer sugar in the raw, 2 eggs, cinnamon, ground nutmeg, raisins, or I believe they call them sultanes or something like that, and some butter. And that should do it. Let's get to it. Step 1, take your soft butter and grease your pan. Step 2, cut off the crusts from your bread. Butter one side with soft butter. And be liberal about it. After it's buttered, cut your bread into triangles. As you layer your bread in the pan, that's probably the best shot now. As you layer your bread in the pan, you will want to apply some of your sultanes, or which are actually big raisins, I understand. And we have normal American California raisins, of course. Oh, and then you sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. Maybe. And then you start your next layer. I'm going to do this piece here. And this there. This one. And that's how you make step 3 of bread and butter pudding. And I can tell you one thing, English people have a lot of patience in their cooking. So I'm just going to set this 12 ounces of whole milk on low-medium heat. And I'm just going to watch it, and I'll stir it a little bit as it goes. It should start steaming, and that's the point I want to stop at before it boils. We're going to take 3/4 of an ounce of sugar. This is an ounce, so we use 3/4 of it. We're going to lightly whisk it into the eggs until it's a pale. Ooh, wee doggy. Alright, it's been about 2 minutes, and I guess that's pale, because I'm tired of whipping it. Woohoo! Alright, then we're supposed to add the cream to the milk. That would be 2 ounces of double cream or heavy whipping cream. If you're ever in Victoria, Canada, be sure and check out Burchart Gardens. That's a beautiful place. And instead of mixing this in with my eggs, I'm going to dump the eggs in here because it's a bigger pan. Ta-da! Get that off the heat. I already shut the heat off, but electric stoves cool down slowly. Alright, once you get it all mixed up, you're supposed to strain it into another container. And there is a little bit of stuff there, but not much. I don't know. And there we have our beginning of our custard. Now we pour our custard mix over the bread and we let stand for 30 minutes. Let's try that one again. Alright, once you get your bread soaking there, sprinkle your nutmeg over the top. And the remainder of your sugar. I have a feeling this is going to be a very sweet dish. Oh, and here's a little interesting language factoid. Pudding in England means dessert. So this is actually bread and butter dessert in America, not bread and butter pudding, as we refer to pudding. Well, there you have it. Straight from the UK. Thank you, Richy Moody, the one-armed survivalist on YouTube, for helping me find this recipe. And thank you for Robin Doul for suggesting that it's time to put the bread and butter pudding into the oven at 355 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes until the custard has set. So we're going to do that now. Alright, here we have our bread and butter pudding fresh out of the oven. At 30 minutes I simply shut the oven off and I let it sit there for probably an extra 9 minutes, and then I just took it out so we could see what it looks like. Looks like the center has set up over that 9 minutes. It was a little more delicate in the center. Let's see. Just so you can see the consistency, it's kind of like pudding. Kinda. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? The edges look good. This cereal. Let's try that in. See how the edges are a nice golden brown? Doesn't that look good? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess this is what my wife and I are having for dinner. Alright, there's our bread and butter pudding, a traditional UK dessert. She says it's good. Yeah, it is good. Bread and butter pudding. It's sweet, it's light, the raisins are great with it. That little bit of crust is awesome. I would recommend it. It's a bit of work, but definitely a good dish if you want to try something different.
Thank you for watching. See you later, YouTube. Bye, Diego.